My name is Borg, and I'm the director of the Economic Statistics department, basically. My remit basically covers government finance, national accounts, balance of payments, international trade in goods, and price statistics inflation. Basically, we're talking about one of the main pillars of the Maltese economy. The gaming sector is very important, NACE 92, all right, this is something technical. Nevertheless, I think it's important as well to mention that there are strong interlinkages between the gaming sector and NACE 62, which is more focused on programming. Both sectors within the economy account for around 15% of the gross value added. If I had to give you a separate figure, the gaming accounts for around 7%, and the NACE 62, the area of program, the sector relating to programming, accounts for another 7%. What is as well staggering in my view is that these two sectors since 1995 have grown at a rate of around, it's an average of course, but still a staggering average it is, 16 to 17% per annum. So there we're talking about a sector, an industry that has a strong ecosystem, that its ecosystem has grown over time, and that most definitely is here to stay basically. So, compared to other jurisdictions, I think we still have a significant edge in the sense that the share in terms of gross value added, it's still significant in our economy. Having said that, of course, we are seeing shifts, interesting shifts. There seems to be a tendency of moving more towards NACE 62, more towards the servicing of the industry rather than with the final product of the industry. And this is something which we observed in particular over the past 2-3 years, since 2022. Just as a special mention, in 2021, to operate, all right, from the German market, to operate in the German market, it was not enough to have the Maltese license, it was necessary to have the German license as well. And of course that was, that left it had an impact on the local composition of the market. But that said, we saw kind of the gaming sector reaching more of a plateau, whereas NACE 62 increasing its share over the past 2 years. I think it is fair to say that we are expecting it to increase even more in the coming years. There are the technical people who are necessary for the sector and the entire industry to basically function as they should. If I had to quote a number of some figures, the latest MGA report is highlighting that all those gaming companies that have a license in Malta employ approximately some 14 to 15,000 employees, full-time equivalent. Now the gaming sector and even NACE 62 are known for being high productivity sectors, meaning that they do employ people, of course, but in relation to other sectors, for instance, manufacturing, just to mention one, they employ less in relation to the gross value added at the end of the day. Whereas in other sectors, it is more, the ratio is more contained, and the productivity is less. And as such, I think this is something worth highlighting, that the sector, the industry, is characterized by high productivity. So there are employees, of course there are employees, but these employees, in relation to other sectors, they produce more in terms of gross value added than, for instance, other sectors. Without mentioning the other sectors, going into the details of the other sectors. But the gaming sector, yes, they're very productive. Normally, the National Statistics Office does not carry out any forecasts. Nevertheless, the trends that we are observing at the moment, we believe that they are here to stay, that these trends will be consolidated. So we're seeing the NACE 62, which normally provides support to the gaming industry, growing. And I'm not saying that the gaming sector per se is going to shrink, but more or less it's going to remain in the same level. But yes, that shift from NACE 92 to NACE 62, I think is going to be something that will leave its mark on the trends. When I say gaming, in general, I am referring mostly to platforms offered to the public against payment, against some sort of payment. There are different ways of paying, of course. So we're talking about a platform. The platform offered for online casinos, for instance, even other games. However, there could be a myriad of opportunities nevertheless, this is perhaps the thing. When we talk about NACE 62 over there, we're talking about the software. You create the software for the gaming sector to be able to work, function. In relation to the physical casinos, let's call them the land-based casinos, of course we're talking about a small share over there. When we compare online gaming with land-based gaming, there is no doubt that the great majority, the largest share, the largest portion accounted for in terms of gross value added is coming from the online gaming, not the land-based. The land-based accounts for a very small portion of the entire sector. If there is something that the gaming industry in general has proven over time, is its resilience, basically. The industry has proven that it is capable of integrating, of adapting to new technologies easily. And if I had to make a prediction, even though it is not my job to do it, but I would say that the industry will continue to absorb newer technologies, and thrive through the newer technologies, which will make it grow more efficient and therefore more profitable. The industry is most definitely absorbing this technology and thriving through this technology. We have to mention AI as well in today's world. We cannot fail to mention AI. We know what AI is capable today. The thing is, what it will be capable of doing in 5 years down the line is the big question. I think the opportunities there are infinite. It's not possible to quantify what the gaming industry will look like in 5 years' time, but it is possible to say that the industry will most definitely gain momentum when it comes to the adoption of AI in its infrastructure.